make sure you take the time to check your stress levels. I challenge you today to sit for 5 minutes without your phone, without anything, and just like be. It's a great way to honestly like check where your stress levels are at. I was kind of just doing that with myself. Like I was sitting here and I was like, I don't have time to sit here. I have things to do. I got this vlog to finish. I want to go to the gym and all this stuff, right? However, life is just too short. You know, we're not guaranteed tomorrow. And if you're just like looking for the next thing, if you're just thinking about what you're doing next, you're not enjoying the actual moments. And I am guilty of that. I am guilty of just what's next on my to-do list, all this stuff, instead of like actually paying attention to what you're doing and enjoying everything you're doing. That is what the key to happiness is, right? Is the enjoyments of the small things that you do, whether it's work, whether it's just things for yourself, whether it's getting ready, talking to your significant other, whatever it is, right? This is just my challenge for you. Sit for 5 minutes without your phone, without anything, and just like check where your mind's at, check where your stress level's at. And if you're not able to sit there for 5 minutes, then that's a sign that you definitely need to work on being more present, and then also just to reduce those stress levels. You know, stress is literally the silent killer in everything. It is going to dampen your health and fitness journey. If you're on a weight loss journey, it is going to mess that up royally. Stress is literally just like the end of everything. So just make sure you got it in check, you know? So there's a challenge for you today. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna turn this off and have 5 minutes and then go to the next thing. But make sure to just check in with your mindset, check out where you're at. You guys just being crazy kitties? What are you doing? This is Arthur and Phil. Philip, say hello. Phil, they just love each other. There's Phil, the little orange one. And Arthur is our killer whale kitty. Hey, Arthur? You're 5, and you're not even 1 yet, Phil. These are my children. So good, so good. She's creamy, she has protein, healthy fats, healthy carbs, just like a whole lot of goodness in here. And this is our pre-workout snack slash kind of a second breakfast. I had toast this morning because I got up pretty early and did some work. So this is kind of like our snack between breakfast and lunch, I guess, because we're gonna make lunch after we work out together. So welcome back to my channel. I am Tanya and I'm taking you through a killer freaking booty day today. You guys, if you don't know, that I'm in my booty building season right now and I am absolutely loving the food. I am loving watching my progress. It's just so much fun in the gym because you're pushing yourself every day. And let me tell you, we're gonna be pushing it today, okay? Last Saturday, I did an epic freaking booty day. I was feeling it for a few days, but it was so good. So today, we're gonna do something similar, but with a little bit of a different tweak to it. So I'm equally as excited to get through this workout with you. And I'm gonna take you through my mobility. Then we're also gonna be doing lunch together. I have a bit of a meal prep, but I'm gonna show you how I do it. I'm not gonna tell you right now because you're gonna have to wait and see post-workout, but I'll be sharing a recipe with you after this workout. And without further ado, make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a vlog. And guys, I know I did a lower body last vlog, so if you want to see an upper body, let me know in the comments, or do you like to see full body, or do you like the lower body? Let me know so I can make an awesome video for you. Let's get ready, let's go to the gym. I'm gonna finish my smoothie, finish a reel, a little bit of content, and I'm gonna hit the gym with you guys. So we'll see you in the gym. All right, you guys, we are gonna get warmed up, get some mobility. This should be nothing new for you. So we're gonna get into this deep lunge. Oh my gosh, I could still feel my leg day from a few days ago, to be honest. And I snowboarded this week, so really feeling that in the legs. Yes. I also just realized I'm holding my stretch, which we are not supposed to do because we are doing a dynamic stretch, not a static stretch, which is what you do post-workout. So really making sure you're staying active in those warm-up exercises. So as you can see, I'm trying to like bounce, kind of move around. I'm going to drop my knee, really opening up my hip flexor. We got lots of glutes today. We got lots of like hip work. So really going to warm those bad boys up and get started. All right, switching leg. Literally like this is my favorite feeling. Like I need to do this more. Like I need to like stretch daily. I've been trying to make that like a thing. And guys, like I'm not perfect. I'm always trying to evolve as well. Yes, I have things that are like concrete in my habits already, like working out, eating healthy, and all that kind of stuff. But there's things that you could always be improving. And for me, that's like my mobility and stretching more daily. Because man, I feel like I'm just sore and I sit a lot when I'm not working out. So I'm moving a lot and then I'm sitting, which doesn't really give me much like movement in the sense of stretching. So we're going to start that. I think we're going to start that this week. That's going to be our goal, is to stretch daily. Now, if you want me to share like a 10-minute stretching daily video on my YouTube, comment below and I'll share it, but I got to make it first. All right, switching it up. So we're reaching for our toes. We're getting into those hamstrings here, bending those knees and then coming back up, keeping a micro bend in that knee. We never want to lock them. Coming back down. I'm holding my stretches a little too long. Clearly, I need a really good deep stretch after this workout. All right. Getting into those leg swings. And then switching sides. All right, I'm just going to hold on to this bar, and I'm actually just going to sit into a low squat. I want to get nice and deep. And I'm just going to lift one toe, one heel at a time, just to kind of like, again, get a little bit deeper, kind of switching it up from my normal exercises. And I do want to do a few deep squats with my hands above my head. We're doing some squats today, some sumo squats with the barbell. So kind of just getting our back a little bit warmed up here. So just doing 10 reps. Could really feel it in those hips today. Whew. All right, let's get this workout going. All right, so typically I don't start my workouts off with a cable kickback. However, today we're doing things a little differently. So I'm gonna start off with that kind of more of like a warming up my glutes for what is about to go down. We're gonna be doing kickbacks and diagonal kickback. So I'll show you how to set up properly for that. So we're gonna do 14 reps of each 3 times, okay? Okay. When you're doing your kickbacks, you want to make sure that your hips are staying aligned, okay? What I mean by that is when you're kicking back, your hips are not rotating. You're keeping them aligned side by side, okay? Because that way you're actually going to work your proper glute in the right area, as opposed to if you were shifting your hips open, you're not targeting that proper area. So you don't have to like be bent over like this. You can just be like slightly upwards, okay? Keeping those hips aligned. I actually like to keep my hand on my lower back. That way, if I am slightly opening, I could feel it as I'm opening because of my hand, okay? So I'm going to kick back, squeeze my glute at the top, coming back down, keeping a micro bend in that standing leg, kicking back, coming down, nice and slow and controlled. Honestly, when I started actually focusing on what muscle group I'm working in every single exercise, like that's when I truly started to see progress. Make sure to keep your core engaged. I'm going to show you guys how to do cable diagonal kickback. I was going to use the other cable, but it was just kind of like weird with the handle on there. So I'm going to show you guys with the Velcro strap. You can use whichever one you prefer. So you're going to stand with that standing foot. You're still going to have a slight bend in this knee. Your core is going to be tight. Your hips are still going to be facing forward, just like in a regular kickback. So what's going to be different is you're actually going to bring that dip into that running shoe with the one with the cable on there. That dip in the middle, you're going to bring that and lock that in the heel of that standing foot. Before you kick back, again, just make sure that your hips are pointed forward, core is engaged, slight bend in that standing knee. Now you're gonna lean a little bit forward. You don't have to go all the way down. Don't have to do anything crazy like that. But what you wanna pay attention to is really keeping those hips aligned. And then as you're bringing that foot, you're still bringing that foot straight out behind you because your foot is staying on that angle. So that is what's gonna hit your side glute, your gluteus medius here. That is what is going to happen because your foot is on that angle. So keeping that angle in your foot as you kick back, but keeping those hips aligned. That is the trick, and you will feel your side glute squeaming. So again, nice and slow. I like to hold my glute just to make sure that I can like feel it there, but also again to watch out for my hip. And so typically I do one side at a time. So I'll do like 14 reps of straight kickbacks, 14 reps of diagonal, and then switch to the other leg. So yeah, so your booty will be screaming. Y'all, if I wasn't like already demolished after this freaking warm-up superset, I don't know how I'm going to get through this workout, all right? I don't know. But we're going to finish our creatine or pre-workout because we haven't even finished that. And then we're going to get to the working sets of our workout. But first, we have one warm-up set of calf glute bridges before 5 working sets of calf glute bridges. Yep. And then we have some barbell sumo squats and then barbell sumo RDL. Sumo is the theme today because we are hitting the glute. And then we're going to finish off this workout because I just feel like torturing myself today, apparently. Bulgarian split squats. Yeah, just wait until you see. Just wait until you see. All right, so we are doing one warm-up set of 12 reps. I just have one plate on the end, then we'll double her up. And we're also using a band. I kind of forgot this was a superset as well, but it's one of my favorite supersets. We are going to do some hip abductors, but what we're gonna do, I'm gonna explain it to you now while I'm working. I don't have to stop. So what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna sit up here and we're going to lean forward. It's gonna open up the glutes a little bit more. So bringing those feet a little bit closer together and then pulsing out, leaning forward, keeping that core engaged. So this is what we're gonna do after our set. Guys, use this. Like, you don't need to like raw dog it or anything. Like, just freaking use the padding. It's gonna save you. It's gonna save you some pain tomorrow, especially if you lift heavy. So a lot of people ask me how to actually get set up with a hip thruster. So this bench is a little wee high for me. It's sitting just on top of my shoulder blades because usually you'd kind of want your shoulder blades to be up a little bit, so like a little bit higher, help get yourself up more. So just making sure first that your feet are shoulder width apart, toes are slightly pointed outwards. You're going to use your glutes and your heels to lift that bar up, all right? And you're gonna lean back on that bench, keeping your chin tucked under. That was a lot of rules to follow, so if you have to rewind that, because it was a mouthful. So then I kind of adjust my back. I'm not gonna lie, because this bench, again, is a little bit like iffy for me. So just making sure that that bar is hitting just underneath of your shoulder blades is kind of where I aim. Keeping that chin tucked under all times, squeezing those glutes. Again, toes are slightly pointed outwards to target those glutes a little bit more. So a calf glute bridge here is you're just gonna lower yourself halfway and then back up. Your glutes are gonna stay engaged the entire time. So I want you to really focus on squeezing your glutes to lift that barbell back up. That is my freaking like secret sauce, I swear. People say to push through your heels, but I actually use my glutes and squeeze to lift it back up. Keep that chin tucked under. I feel like I said that just for myself. Okay. Anyway, coming up, sitting on that bench, again, leaning forward, keeping your core engaged and pulsing those knees outwards. Again, feeling that in the glutes, feeling that in those hip abductors, pulsing out nice and slow. Oh yeah, we have 30 pulses. Just that's what we're doing. Okay, that was torture. That was like torture, right? Just 30 little like those mini pulses, like torture. Love it though. All right, let's plate this up and get going. Let's get those working sets going, even though we feel like we've been working already. All right. Oh my God. That was really hard. I tried to do that. I used to hold at the end for a little longer and like, we were seeing stars. Okay, jumping right into my banded hip abductors. All right, so next up we have our sumo squat with the barbell. You can also do this with dumbbells if you prefer, but I'm trying to use the barbell a little bit more. I just like it better. So bring those feet out nice and wide. You're gonna have those toes pointed outwards. So I'm really focusing on my glutes here and I'm focusing on really controlling this movement. I'm lifting a little bit lighter so that I can slow down the movement, pause at the bottom, and then using my glutes to squeeze and lift myself back up. I'm also going to lean forward a little bit more, holding it here and squeezing my glutes, standing up, squeeze. Keeping your core engaged. Watch so that those knees are not caving in at all. I'm gonna try to explain this without that much weight on my back. So what we wanna focus on is bringing those feet outwards. Toes are slightly pointing outwards, meaning your knees are going where your toes are, okay? They're not caving in at all. They're going nice in line with those toes. Leaning more forward, sitting back. You wanna hinge at those hips, so you're opening up those glutes a little bit more. You can see that my knees are, sorry, I'm out of breath still. My knees are slightly aligned with my ankles. They're not completely over. That'd be more quad. So I'm bringing my hips back more, as that's gonna focus more on your glutes. So when you stand back up, you're going to squeeze your glutes to lift yourself back up. I'm keeping a slight, how would I say that? like a slight like lean forward as I'm standing to keep my glutes activated before I keep going in my next rep. So my glutes are activated throughout this entire exercise as opposed to standing up straight. So I'm just keeping that tension in my glutes. Woo! It's hot. It's hot in here. My glutes are on fire. I need some water. All right, so next up we have some Sumo RDLs, but we're doing them elevated. That way we can get deeper into our RDL and target our glutes more. So that means that we're gonna bend our knees. So bring those feet out nice and wide. Your toes are gonna be pointed outwards, just like our squat that we just did. You're gonna grab that bar when we're ready, but bend those knees to grab the bar. Don't keep your legs straight and grab the bar. You're gonna hurt your lower back that way, so make sure you're bending your knees, grabbing that bar, and standing up nice and upright. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna bend at our knees more, kind of like a squat. Bring that bar all the way down. So we're going to bring those hips back, keeping our core engaged, bringing that bar all the way down nice and slow. Then coming up, we're squeezing our glutes and standing upright. You don't wanna push those hips forward. You don't wanna round your back because we're not gonna hurt ourselves today. No, we won't. We're gonna squeeze those glutes and then come right back down. Again, nice bend in those knees to open up those glutes and then coming up, squeezing as you raise up. All right, let's go. Yep. We had someone join us in the gym, so I'm just going to finish it off with a voiceover. So we're doing some Bulgarian split squats. We're doing 10 reps with a dumbbell and 10 reps without, at least trying, because let me tell you, this was a burner. Really making sure that you're hinging at your hips, so you're bringing your hips back and you're sitting down. So it's basically like you're doing a squat, but with one of your legs up behind you. So we're really, again, focusing on those glutes by leaning forward. We're making sure that our knee is nice and aligned with our ankle, because again, we're focusing on our glutes and not our quads. Make sure to move nice and slow with intention. And then again, dropping that dumbbell and jumping right into 10 body weight reps. All right, let's make some lunch together because your girl is freaking hungry after that workout. I'm gonna show you guys and I'm gonna share with you one of my biggest kitchen freaking hacks, okay? So if you're someone who like doesn't love to have your meals ready, like fully, like you don't like to meal prep, then this could probably benefit you. So what I like to do is typically make like 3 to 4 chicken breast or salmon, like depending on what I'm feeling. I make it all at once and then I usually pick a theme, like pesto, Mexican. This week it was barbecue chicken. So what I normally do is I cube up my chicken breast, I toss it in the oven, let it cool, and then I pull it apart so it's like shredded chicken, and then I add my spices, sauce, whatever it is. I usually don't cook it in it, I usually add it in after. I don't know why, I just prefer it that way. It's more flavorful. It doesn't lose the flavor like while it's cooking. I don't know, it just makes sense. It just makes sense to me, and that's just what I do. That is just what I do. And then I have portions of it in the fridge and I just grab and go. So I can add it to a salad, I can add it to some rice, I can add it with potatoes, I can add it on a sandwich, I can add it in a wrap, whatever, right? You get it. Super easy. The protein is just made, the hardest thing is done. So this wrap is honestly gonna take me like 5 minutes to whip up, and like voila, there's my lunch. It's healthy, I'm staying on track with my goals, and she's gonna taste good. All right, well, here's our wrap. We decided to grill it and let's say burn it. So that's fun. I might have been doing something else while this was cooking, as you can tell. But that being said, I'm still gonna eat it because I'm really hungry. But you guys saw how quick and easy that was. It honestly doesn't take time to make nourishing meals and not burn them. Let me know what your favorite part of these kind of vlogs are. Is it the food? Is it the workouts? The tips? What is it? I'm just curious so I can make sure to do more of those things that you guys keep coming back to watch. I'm gonna wrap this up so that I could go eat my wrap. That was super lame, but I'm gonna go do that. And then I'm going to turn on one of my mobility workouts on YouTube and follow it and stretch with the boys. I was gonna do it in the gym up downstairs, but I decided to come upstairs with my cats. They actually love YouTube. They love the sound of YouTube. So we're gonna do a cool down together. We're gonna do one of my 15-minute lower body stretch and mobilities. It's gonna feel so good. So we're gonna pop that on and enjoy the rest of our day. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Again, make sure to like and subscribe. Let me know in the comments what you want to see more of, and I'll see you on the next vlog. Thanks so much for tuning in.